I bought my first car, a Volkswagen Beetle, by selling watermelons off of Highway 281. Everything that was worth anything, I measured in my currency of choice, melons. I bought my car for 99 melons. I could fill it up for 2. I love melons so much, I named my dog Sandia. It's what we call melons down in South Texas. I could grow the juiciest, most delicious melons ever in the Live Oak County had ever seen, judging from all the blue ribbons I had in my room. But as I was going into the 5th grade, I thought, I could grow a juicy melon, but can I grow the biggest? So I began that very season. I started growing it and kept it underneath my Cub Scout tent, and it grew. And then I had to get my Boy Scout tent, and it grew. And then I had to get a family tent as it continued to grow. Then we had to construct a pavilion as it began to grow. By the time I was 14 years old, my melon was bigger than our house and the scourge of the community. My melon was draining the town dry. My hometown of 3 Rivers now only had 1. It was looking pretty sad. It was said that old ladies driving by my melon would shrivel up and need to be rehydrated because my melon was soaking in all the moisture out of the air. The last straw came when the town's water tower went empty, and a lone root was seen retreating from night's rage to that water source from my melon. Well, the town had a council to decide the fate of my melon. They said it had to be cut, but that's my melon. It's not appreciated here. I'm going to take it to California. I could get gold for it in California. So I went home. I dug it up, roots and all. With the help of a crane, we lifted it up and put it onto a flatbed trailer. And I hooked it up to my Volkswagen. Now this was long before interstates, paved roads, and GPS. And I needed to find a way to get to California. And I knew my dog Sandia was good with directions. So I asked, Sandia, which way is California? West, west, west. You're right. Let's go west to California. Let's go for the gold. Well, we drove all night. And as you might imagine, our progress was rather slow. And we only got to the next town. I spent all day soaking my watermelon until that evening, and the town was parched, screaming for me to leave. It went on that for days, until I was plumb out of money. And I had the horrible choice. I needed to cut into my melon to keep me on the road. So with trembling trepidation, I cut a doorway into my melon in order to remove 4 cubic feet of the most delicious melon you could ever taste. And it was able to keep me on the road. And it went on like that for days, and my watermelon heel dried up nice and pretty like. And as I'm driving down the road, there was this family that was waving at me, and I said, hey, and they say, hey, well, can we get a ride with you? I said, it's just a little Volkswagen, there's no room for you. No, sir, we're looking at your melon. And sure enough, in my melon, there was 40 square feet of room for that family, plenty of room for them, and their expansion they're planning. So we had to go down the road, driving there, my watermelon was happy, the people were happy. They had windows, and the drapes are flapping in the wind. We went up through the hills and into the mountains until we arrived at the Indian reservation. And there, the whole tribe came out, amazed to see us. And they tell me, we had just arrived into the Watermelon Mountains. And there was a legend that someday a giant melon would come and it would be a sign of terrific change. And coincidentally, the tribal council was meeting that very day to decide if they should build a casino. And my arrival with the giant melon was a sign that they should build their very first casino. Well, Sandia was right. We got gold, but it wasn't in California. I sold my watermelon to the tribe. And they made me part owner of their casino. And to this day, I still get 2 watermelons every month. One juicy red and one solid gold. Cha-ching.